Hello everyone, my name is Sandrine and this is episode 3 of How in the World Do You Pronounce It, where I help you make sense, pronounce and practice all the challenging French names of cities and mountain peaks of Stage 3 of the 2023 edition of Paris-Nice. I am a native of France and I want to demystify the French language. Here are some tips to help you with your French pronunciation. I encourage you to exaggerate vowels. I will teach you the easy way to pronounce the French R. We will smile big, which I refer to or call the banana smile. We will take a good breath before pronouncing most names. And as a rule, please do not pay attention to the spelling of these French names. All right. And first I'm going to say all the names of this stage once. That's for our French speakers and Francophiles out there. And then I will break them down so anyone can pronounce them. That's my goal. That's exactly why I'm doing this. Let's go, shall we? Today's stage 3, it looks like, I believe, and I hope I will be following and watching. They will be making a loop between Dampierre-en-Burly back to Dampierre-en-Burly. All right, let me say those names once. Dampierre-en-Burly, Montereau, Courpalais, Ouzouer-sur-Loire, back to Dampierre-en-Burly. All right, now let's get into this. And we have just a few names to look into here. Let's go for it. So the first one, they will start in Dampierre-en-Burly. Let's break it down. Dampierre, Dampierre. Let's start with en. This is a typical French sound. En. Try it, exaggerate it, play with it, have fun with it, mock it. Dans. And I'm going to lift it up a bit because there's more upcoming. So, dans. Let's take a good breath. Dans. Pierre. So if you followed stage 1, I believe we had a city or town with this with Pierre in it, and Pierre, you probably know, is a French name, and it means stone or rock. Pierre. So let's learn how to pronounce it. Pierre. I'm going to break it down. P, so E, it's in French, so again we want to exaggerate, so you want to smile big, make it a banana smile. E, right? Yeah. E, take a good breath with me, avec moi. E. Take a good breath. Yeah. And we need to add the French R, which is ra. So basically, the secret of the French R is easy. It's just a breath. You need to keep your tongue at the bottom of your mouth. It stays put. It doesn't move at all while you exhale. Ra. Yes, maybe you've heard there are different accents in France, so sometimes it can be more guttural. But let's go with this. It's a typical French R. And it's easy. Now, it will help you even more if you take a good breath before trying to pronounce it. So take a good breath with me, avec moi. Just a breath. Right? So here what we're looking for is the name and the word Pierre. 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 And then we link them all together somehow. And it sounds like this. Pierre. So it's accentuated on the E. Pierre. Air. Air. Just like the air you breathe with a French accent. Air, right? Pierre. Pierre. Let's take a good breath together, ensemble. Pierre. Pierre. Right? So now we're gonna make it sound more like Pierre. Pierre. And we're gonna go back a little bit. And we have dans Pierre. Dans Pierre. Let's take a good breath. Dans Pierre. Dans Pierre. En again, same sound as dans Pierre. En. We're looking for en. So we have dans Pierre, en, right? Let's do it together ensemble. Good breath. Dans Pierre, en, Burly. Burly. Let's break it down. Bu, u. U is a funny French sound, I know. Basically, you drop your lips, your mouth, your jaws, and you pretend you're droopy. U, and your mouth is pretty closed. Bu, or let's go with u. Take a good breath. U, right? But then it's bu, right? Let's take a good breath together. Bu. But then there's more. It goes into ra, right? Ra, French R, ra, just a breath. Bure. Take a good breath with me, avec moi. Bure. And then li. So I, big smile, banana smile. I. Li, right? Like a lily, but with a big, two big smiles. Li. Take a good breath. Li. So we have burly, right? Burly. Do it with me. Take a good breath. Burly. So as a whole, they will start from or in dans Pierre en Burly. Do it with me. Let's do it together. Good breath. Dans Pierre en Burly. Voilà. Next, they will arrive in Montereau. Now, let's break it down. Pretty easy, I think. Mon. So yes, it's that funny, very French sound. Right? It's not on, but it's on. It's very closed, nasal, closed up, I would say. Mon. Take a good breath. Mon. Right? And then I would say we're going to do T, T. So the sound, is very French, and you need it. It's basically the letter E in French. It's a forward movement of your jaws, your mouth, your lips. It's forward. T, T, T. Take a good breath with me, avec moi. T, T, T. So far we have mon, te, right? Do it with me. Take a good breath. Mon, te. And we end with ro. Yeah. Ro. So yes, just a breath. Tongue stays down in the mouth, doesn't move, stays put. To practice, you take a good breath first, of course. Right? And then we'll go into ro. So, ro. Make sure you take a good breath. Ro. Right? So as a whole, we have montereau. Take a good breath with me, avec moi. Montereau. There you go. Next they will arrive in court-palais. Court-palais. We can do this. Let's go. Court, ou, r, court. Take a good breath with me, avec moi. Court. Pas, French A, very open and exaggerated. A. Yes. A, pas, comme papa. Just like papa, but very French. Papa, right? A, pas, right? So far we have court, pas. Take a good breath with me, avec moi, with me. Court, pas. And it ends with le, right? Le, Pretty simple, I think. Le. Take a good breath. Le. So we have court-palais. Let's take a good breath. Court-palais. And you can even try the very French way. Court-palais. All right, next they will arrive in Ouzouer-sur-Loire. Let's do this. So we start with ou again. Ou. French. Ou. And another one. So yeah. Ouzou. Let's take a good breath. Ouzou. And it kind of, how can I say this? It's a fusion with the next sound a little bit, which is e. So it's very important to try to differentiate between this sound e and the sound e. I know I keep repeating this. If you watched other of my videos, you know by now, but if you're new, just try to Close your eyes if needed. It's very helpful. And E is pronounced by the air you exhale goes up your mouth, up your palate. But E is a big banana smile, right? So the air goes out from the corners of the mouth and everywhere. So that's what changes the sound. E. Think of café. Café, café, right? And this is what we're looking for. E and not E. Alright? So we're looking for E. So here we want to say ouzoé. We're going to link it a bit, but let's start like this. Ouzoé. Right? Take a breath with me. Ouzoé. Ouzoé. Right? But now, as I said, we try to link it together and we try this. Ouzoué. So it's almost oué, right? Ouzoué. Ouzoué. Take a good breath with me. We can do this. Ouzoué. I'm going to say it like this because I'm not done. We're not done yet. Just yet. Ouzoué. Take a good breath with me. Ouzoué. Sur. So here we have the infamous U sound. U French sound. So U. Oh, remember we practiced it at the beginning of this stage with the start and which will be the finish. Dampierre en Burly. Burly. U. Right? The droopy sound. It's the French droopy sound, right? So, be a droopy, a French droopy, and you pronounce it U. You drop everything, you close it. It's not fully closed. Your mouth is not fully closed, but close. U, right? Take a good breath. U, right? So, we are looking for sur, right? The French breath. French R is a French breath, or a breath, I mean. So, sur. Let's take a good breath together, ensemble together. Sur. I'm going to lift it up a bit. Sur. Loire. So here we are looking for wa. War. Loire. Right? So wa, war, Loire. If you visited France, maybe you remember if you've been to the Château de la Loire. Loire is a river across France, which goes across France. And we have several castles to visit. Hope you do it someday. It's glorious in every way. So Loire is the name of a river. La Loire. So Loire. Let's take a good breath together. Loire. Well, then, as a whole, they will arrive in Ouzoué-sur-Loire. Yes, let's do it together, ensemble. Take a good breath. Ouzoué-sur-Loire. Ouzoué-sur-Loire. Bravo. And then they finish their loop. Maybe I'm thinking it's a TT, right? I think it's a time trial. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure. And they will finish in Dampierre en Burly. Now we practiced this already. You can go back to it, so I'm not gonna bug you right here right now with it. Just go back at the beginning. Dans Pierre en Burly. And you got this. You did it. We did it. And I hope it was helpful. I really hope so. It's my goal. All right. I will see you here next for stage 4 of Paris-Nice 2023. See you then. Thank you. Merci.